14 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an NFC wildcard matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the San Francisco 49ers. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Flushed out right. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. But the Vikings and 49ers, you might remember, met in the divisional round of the playoffs a season ago. The Vikings coming in off the overtime win against New Orleans. But the 49ers, they were rested and ready, and they got a couple of touchdown runs from Tevin Coleman. And now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off the play fake, Prescott taking a shot for Samuel. And this one incomplete. Not too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Prescott now winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that, he said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw him on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going, and being able to make a play on the football.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And he comes back with one complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again, Jackson. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Jackson from the shotgun. Escaping the pressure right. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And Jackson throwing once more. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Barrett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
At their own 13-yard line.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
From the 27, Jackson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
9 yards. 1st down, Vikings.
From the gun, it's Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Jackson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Jackson will keep it. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes the score 7-0.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown. A sensational one-handed grab in the end zone for the score. Looked like you at the Davis Turkey Bowl every year in the backyard in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, you're so kind. That's definitely in my mind. But how about this? They always tell guys going after the ball, the receivers especially, you got to have a single-minded obsession to go get it. How about going up with a single hand?
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson going for Metcalf on the deep. And got his man complete. 30, 10, touchdown, Vikings.
Jackson.
DK Metcalf taking it in. And the Vikings have taken the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
For Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. On play action, Prescott. They'll roll him out right. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Play action now, Prescott. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road. And this is caught, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Kendrick Bourne, 43 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
At the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Jackson. He goes right back to Metcalf, this time complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Minnesota.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. Oh, going for... And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown.
Justin Jefferson, 44 yards. And the Vikings are going to take the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Oh, he'll look downfield for... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, and across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Gostkowski the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Smith catches left side. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
At the 31-yard line.
Play action. Now Jackson. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And it's 3rd and 4.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Shrugs him off. A second broken tackle. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
23-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Kowski on for the field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
Let's see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings 34. It's a gain of 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And this carries into the end zone.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they...
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert, 37 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
Makes the score.
Gostkowski with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. To throw again, Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Jackson. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up fourth down. Here's Britton Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's pulled in at the 32. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Prescott off play action. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this is caught inside the 5. They'll get 34 yards there.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And he's able to put it through.
The score, Niners 45, Vikings 21. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more.
That's caught inside the 20. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. 62 yards. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
It's 2nd down.
To try again after the sack. Jackson eluding the pressure right. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
The tackle.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Jackson to throw on 3rd down. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns.
Vikings.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. First down and a little extra for Mostert. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And between the last two plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field.
At the 22-yard line.
A first down throw for Prescott. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk there to make the grab. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. But look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division. But they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game. A message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Taken about 7 yards deep. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it'll be second down.
Defensively.
Throwing again, Jackson. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
14 yards. And the Vikings first down.
Operating from the gun. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kwan Williams. And he'll return this ball.